Alright, you guys, welcome. Oh, I already got an achievement. Look at that. Nice. Anyways, welcome to One Way to Die, and also welcome back. I have totally not been keeping up with my YouTube. As y'all can tell, it has been dead. But we are going to change that this year, so yeah. Oh shit, the curtain fell. Anyways, there's so much going on right now. This is a great start. It's spooky month. It's currently October 15th. Let's play One Way to Die. I have no clue what this is about. I downloaded it a couple of days ago because it looked interesting, and now I don't remember anything about it. So we're going in blind. Choose mode. Okay, well, obviously I can't choose mode. Story mode it is. Suddenly you snap awake in your bed, mouth dry, eyes sticky, and I can't read because my stupid quarters in the way. And it's like something of moisture covering your whole body. As you blink away the fog of the last dream, the one where you died, okay, a feeling of dread creeps over you. You are barely able to recall the last few seconds of it when suddenly those images are replaced by a pretty nasty headache. Despite the feeling that horrible things are about to happen and your pulsating cranium, you remember that today is the last day the glorious Finnegan Brothers Fun Park is open. Okay, so we don't give a fuck that we have a pulsating cranium. We're still going to the fun park, apparently. Well, the closing itself is truly a crime against humanity. The upside is that all the rides and games are free. Bonus, okay, now I see why you want to go. The fried foods are heavily saturated as well as discounted. And there's a chance to win your own elephant. I'm not going to question that. Who would pass that up? Even with the specter of death lingering around. Clearly not us, I guess. As you glance to the window, lost in thought, a slight scratching noise pulls your attention away. Then, almost on cue, your phone chimes in with a notification. You sigh and stretch, making a big decision on what to do next. Okay, look out the window, check your phone, lie in bed a minute longer. Of course I'd lie in bed a minute longer. Who the fuck wouldn't? Head to the door, find the scratching noise. Okay, actually, yeah, so like, as you glance to the window, lost in thought, a slight scratching noise pulls your attention away. Then, almost on cue, your phone chimes. So, I think because I don't give a fuck about my phone, excuse my language, we're just going to find the scratching noise. Oh, I died. Well, I've been eaten by head crabs. What's head crabs? Okay. You hear a weird scratching noise off somewhere on the floor. Looking over off the bed, you see some weird flesh-colored looking creature with no discernible face sitting on the floor. Yeah, I think what the too. You start as the thing crouches down a bit. You sit up just as the little bastard leaps in your face. Oh, so we got like some alien-esque type of shit. Cool. It latches on and begins to chew up your face like jerky, despite how you try, and you can't seem to pry it off, and eventually you succumb to your wounds. That sounds fair, but it's all a nightmare apparently. Time to wake up. You snap awake again from what seems like a dream where you die in a horrible manner, okay? So we had another nightmare, even though we just woke up apparently. Clearly I couldn't have. You saved yourself. It was only a dream. Still, you can't shake the feeling that dreadful things await this day. And just like in the dream, a roaring headache shoots into your brain. Right on cue. Great. Back to this shit. At last, the last of the dream dissipates. You remember that today is actually the last day of Finnegan Brothers Fun Park. Right. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. You close your eyes once more to fight back the piercing pain of the headache. Take a deep breath and ready yourself for, hopefully, Imagine dark dangers. Jesus, English. Lurking. Apparently, your girl cannot speak. Okay, whatever. As you glance out the window, lost in thought, a slight scratching noise pulls your attention. Okay, no, we're not doing that again because we died last time. Phone. So let's check our phone this time. And we died from checking our phone. How did we die from checking our phone? I guess we'll find out. You pick up your phone and see you have been mentioned for some reason. Can't read it because my fucking recorder is blocking it. Stupid ass. Nothing that out of the ordinary. People are always trolling your cautionary postings about terrible dangers in Starkham. Clicking the inbox, however, shows that you are mentioned in a post about your obituary. What the fuck? As you start skimming it, is this a joke? For real, is this a joke? Like, what do you mean? I'm sitting here reading this. I'm not dead. Oh, I should just keep reading. According to this, it seems the funeral will be tomorrow. Okay. There are a few comments, some talking shit about you, and even some by a few of your neighbors. You hit the comment button to respond about this oddity and let people know that this is some kind of hoax. When the phone falls from your hand and your eyes go blank as you drop to the floor like a sack of wet shit. Okay, so apparently I die tomorrow. I'm guessing from this, eventually I definitely die tomorrow. But, yo, what? Wake up. Snap awake again. Let's go. Clearly, oh, it was a dream. Yeah, okay, that's obviously just going to repeat itself every time. You'll remember that today is actually... Okay, fun day. Woohoo! Piercing pain. You close your eyes one more time to fight back the piercing pain of a headache. Take a deep breath and ready yourself for the hopefully imagine... Okay, that's the same paragraph too, so it's the same thing as last time. So, what are we going to do? Lie in bed just a minute longer. Like, why? What do you mean? I didn't move. I didn't move. What do you mean I died, kinda? I died by the bed. How do you die from a bed? I guess let's find out. You decided to rest a little bit longer and press the flatten button. Okay, we have an automatic bed. No shit, we died then. That's right, you have one of those fancy hospital built for home remote controlled adjustable beds. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but if you have one of these, I hope you actually have a legit reason for having it and don't just have it because, oh, I can make my bed sit up. Oh, I can make my bed lay down. Oh, I'm a fancy bitch. No, you're not. You're just taking resources away from people who can't actually get out of their damn beds without the thing. Anyways, the bed jerks a few times, then you start to slowly straighten itself out. You lie there and wait for it to stop moving, and when it suddenly begins to jerk wildly, before you can roll off, the bed snaps in half. Ha ha, we're crushed. Completely in half at the waist, spine snapped, guts pressed out throughout every open hole. Awesome. This dude does not look like he's having a great morning with what the stories we're getting here are. When it runs out, the game is over. Okay, so when my luck runs out, I'm dead, apparently. Okay, I didn't even know. I need to search, like, around before I keep clicking shit more, but there literally is nothing other than this. Snap awake again from what seems like a dream. Okay, yeah, same thing. Which is the right option? I'm just gonna head to the door. I'm still alive. Just as you reach the door, you hear a whistling noise coming from somewhere in the room. Okay, that's creepy. Or at least what seems to be like somewhere in the room. You glance around real quick looking for the source of the sound, but rather long and incredibly thin thread catches your attention instead, hanging from the ceiling. About a foot from the wall. It is so fine you almost didn't see it. Okay, so why the hell is there a thin air string? Just then another jolt from your headache kicks in and you wince from pain. There is one benefit, however. It does remind you that you stuffed a few extra aspirin in the pocket of your pants. You know, just in case you needed them on the fly. What do you do now? Find the whistling noise. Examine the weird thread. Check your pants for aspirin. Aspirin helps with headaches? I thought aspirin was for like heart attacks. I'm sorry if I'm dumb, y'all. We're gonna check our pants for though. Oh, we died. We choked to death. Okay. Okay. Well, picking up your pants, your throat begins to tickle as this. What? Hello. Sorry, someone just came home. Welcome to my life. Rubbing your throat only seems to coax a coughing fit to break it out. You drop the pants and quickly try to open the doors as you begin to bulge. However, as the coughing intensifies and spittle flies. People can. Okay, I don't. Wow, okay, that got indeed. Anyways, we're back. It's been like 0 time for y'all. It's been like 5 minutes for me. But anyways, let's get back to finding out how we fucking choked on aspirin, I guess. Move both hands to the doorknob, from the doorknob to your mouth. Almost immediately after touching your lips, you fall headfirst into the door, and then drop to the floor while clutching your chest weapon. To make matters worse, it comes on even heavier. As your air begins to run out, you pull at your own throat, falling like a maniac. Blood. Okay, so we didn't choke on aspirin, we choked on fucking blood. Right. Begins to spray out with each ragged hack, trickling out your nose as well. Your vision begins to blur, and then everything fades. Oh, so we didn't even choke on the aspirin, we choked on our own blood. Okay. Snap away. Scratching noise, almost on the contracts. Oh yeah, right. We're gonna head to the door. Okay, so we're not checking our pants for aspirin. We're just gonna not go look at the weird noises either, because last time we went to look at the weird noises, we died. Moving to the hallway. You crack the door open just a little and peer into the darkness. Cold sweat forms on your body as you imagine the horrible shit out there waiting for you to kill you. But if you're gonna make it to the fun part's last day, you're gonna have to summon up all of your courage. You close. Okay, so what? I'm sorry. We're going to a fun park. Bro, you called, and you're telling me you need to work up courage to go to a fun park? I feel like you are like riddled with anxiety, bro. And I feel you. Suddenly, no, you feel, yeah, bro definitely has anxiety. Okay, summoning all your desperation, you throw the bedroom door open and step out into the hallway. Where do you go from there? Why don't we head to the kitchen for food? Because aspirin killed us last time, so we can just leave. Should we just go? I'm gonna head towards the front door. Keep down the hallway, stopping every few feet to make sure assassin doesn't pop out. Okay, we're paranoid as ever, but I guess an assassin might just, you know, inevitably pop out one day to kill y'all, so you never know, maybe this guy's paranoid is correct. Don't pop. Like, okay, this is a little wild. After a minute or two of this nonsense, you finally reach the skips. Holy shit, that music's getting loud. Leading down to the landing and front door or the rest of your house. You glance down to see if anything is out of place, but don't seem to notice anything. I know you're down there, he whispers, the invisible enemies lurking in the shadows. At last, this is the only way down to the first floor and the only way to get out of the house. Now the real question is, how shall you proceed? Huh? Are there like actual evils? I'm so confused now. I thought bro just had anxiety. Like, lurking shadows. Is bro schizo? Like, I'm not trying to be like that, but like, I'm sorry guys, I'm mean. Okay, how shall we proceed? Carefully grab the rail. Go down with style. Sliding down the rail. Run down the stairs. Bargain. I can't read it because this shit's in the way. Bargain with the gods. Why would we bargain with the gods? Gods want us to die. Why don't we go down with style? Oh. Well, yeah, I guess we're not that young, so that was probably a bad choice. Snapping my neck? Okay. As you trot down the stairs like a show pony, your mind pulls up. Great memories of your previous times at the fun park involving roller coasters. Oh gosh. Apparently your body was getting in the mood for spinning and tumbling because you clumsily and perhaps subconsciously happened to send one foot a little too close to the other and they took themselves in the process. If you had any balance, maybe this could have been corrected mid-stumble, but no. Alright, sounds about right. You go rolling head over heels, screaming like a banshee in some kind of crazy barrel roll, and spring up a bit at the very bottom. This great show of physics gives you propulsion and force enough to land on your neck at an extremely bad angle and snap it like a twig. Okay. A pitiful whine trickles out of your mouth as you lie there twitch a bit. Then everything goes back. Okay, time to wake up again. I didn't like it. Back to the house. We're going to head to the door now. We are going to move to the hallway. We are going to go to the front door again. We are not going to go down the slide. Grab the rail carefully. What? I grabbed it! How did I die from grabbing the rail carefully? With a brain aneurysm? What is this game? What is this game? It hurts my brain. There's more than one way to die, apparently. Just keep waking up. The minute the very tip of your index finger touches the smooth finish of the railing, the headache you ignored comes back for seconds. Should have taken that aspirin. Okay, so apparently I go back and take aspirin. Ceiling crippling pain floats from behind your eyes and fills your body. You arch your back and let out a soft moan with stumbling cautiously close to the edge of the stairs. It's a size briefing and carefully stabilized yourself, but just when you thought you might be safe, you are blasted by the indescribable devastation of a brain aneurysm that drops you like a ragdoll, rolling your mind into the realm of unconsciousness. Okay, so essentially we just need to go take aspirin. Okay, head to the door. Move into the hallway. Aspirin. Before you completely creeping into the bathroom, you flip lights on and take a good look around. Everything seems in order, you say to yourself with a relieved sigh. Just then, the tag team of recurring headache pains and a gurgling future bowel movement hit you from both hands. Oh boy. You take a step back towards the toilet, but wonder if perhaps you could shower first instead. Licking your grubby teeth for a second while you ponder the two suggestions that maybe brushing your teeth should also be in there somewhere. Want to be fresh for fun park. So many choices, so little time. Every minute spent delaying petty decisions is a minute you aren't riding rides and eating shitty fare leans aside a bit when a fuzzy spot in the corner catches your eye. Is that my vision, you wonder? Well, is it? What do you do? Check the drawer for aspirin. Died of deliberate poison. I can't take aspirin at all, it just kills me. Start checking drawer after drawer in a rapid pursuit. Luckily, this particular bathroom happens to be very tiny and devoid of storage. In no time flat, you find it lying on the floor behind the toilet with the cap off again, but the pills look dry enough this time. Pop about 5. Why did you pop 5? And wash the whole thing down with a handful of sink water. Then reach for the mouthwash next. Unbeknownst to you, all the pills were replaced with an extremely deadly poison, not to mention fast-acting. And while it courses through your veins, you began to curl up on the floor, sweating like a fat man in a marathon. Your mind reels wildly as it tries to grasp what just happened and who the hell did this to you. Then foam from your mouth hits a roiling boil, and as it finally comes to you, it was at best. Don't even get to find out. Okay, head to the door. Move to the hallway. Maybe we should get some food first? As you stroll into the kitchen, the landline phone immediately begins to sigh and walk past, surveying the kitchen plan to break your fast. In the background, why with the phone? Why wouldn't you just go answer the phone? But I mean, last time we answered the phone, died. Because we found out apparently our death is tomorrow. Undeterred, you spy the fridge, which could contain a wealth of goodies, mostly those English again, used in the construction of a sandwich. Ooh, a sandwich. cupboards also probably have food. You see alone, but I don't want bananas down the counter. I don't trust that after the pill incident now. And amazingly, you see all of this with the kitchen lights off. Most people can, but cool, amazingly it is. Still, the phone keeps ringing. Okay, yeah, no, what kind of psychopath keeps ringing the phone? Seriously. I'm not answering the phone. I'm gonna check the fridge and make a sandwich. Okay. Never mind, I'm not gonna go make a sandwich. Died from poison candy. I was gonna go make a sandwich. What do you mean, candy? Perhaps the fear of death is getting the best in the evening. Prepare the best damn sandwich your money is bought. On your way through, you notice a little pile of candy left over for Halloween laying in the middle of the kitchen aisle. Okay, or just maybe a line of jewels streams from your mouth. Candy! In the normal fashion, you take the wrapper off 6 pieces of candy and jam them all into your mouth at once. Sure, you are barely able to chew, but who cares? You'll be swallowing the whole pieces in a puddle of saliva for the most part. While choking them down, you start to unwrap even more, but then you feel it, something horribly wrong in your belly. This is followed by blood pouring forth from your nose. Dear dog. I guess, yeah, okay, cool. You exclaim as the blood starts to come out of your mouth as well. Okay, so we died from candy. There's so many things that seem like minuscule, like you shouldn't die from a door, hallway. We're going to flip on the lights. What? Flip on the lights and it just bright enough to blind you. Okay, well, obviously, that's how everyone feels when they first turn on lights. Or when you come inside for a really sunny day and all of a sudden you're like, why the heck? Like, the lights are on. It's so dark in here. Like, it's the opposite thing when you go out in your room and turn on the lights. You just woke up from the dark. Piercing pain wakes you up. But your body does not seem to respond as far as moving is concerned. You hear skittering. Oh, okay. Or at least it was until you realize that the cause of your additional ills are tiny mice with lots of them in a disturbed number. In fact, all of them are highly interested in eating your supple flesh. Lucky for you, the shock takes you down into darkness before the blood loss ends. You're like, okay, that's extreme. Cool. Snap awake. Head to the door. Move into the hallway. I'm gonna head towards the front door again. But that gives us like fucking chapter 4. Creep down the hallway. I know you're down there, shadows. Okay, so we're gonna bargain with the gods, I guess. Now we're a victim of voodoo. See, this is why you don't bargain with the gods. They've left you to die. You run over the stairs and pause for a second to look down and make sure it's safe. Please let it be okay, you whisper to yourself. It's pleading to some invisible god who might exist or listen and give a shit. I know that is not what it says, but my brain is reading it however it wants to read it right now. I'm sorry, guys. As you cautiously start to make your way down, taking each step slowly and securing your balance before moving on to the next one. You get about halfway down before you start to feel a weird sensation through your body and your arm rises above your head and snaps in half. Screams of terror pour forth from your mouth as your arm repeatedly blasts into your face. Okay, so we got possessed. This place is great. Why do we live here? So much random BS goes on. You try to take another step, but some invisible force lifts you off the stairs and slams you against the wall. Wow, okay, this force hates us. After you roll back down the landing, you get pulled into the air again and both your legs bend back pretty damn far, snapping both your thigh and shin bones. Ouch. Katie, they really don't hurt. Your body then twists up like a rag, smooshing all of your organs out of your mouth and ass before dropping your back to the floor again. We're waking back up. Head to the door. Move into the hallway. Kitchen for food is chapter 2, so there's something in here. But if we answer the phone, you have died from the telephone. Okay. Wow. Really? Who can it be? Hello, you read the caller as the frayed edge complete we fixed our fault. Some of these issues seem like they could have been avoided. You have burned to death. Okay, I don't know what I can do about it. Just then you smell out of the smoke. You sit up in your bed and try to restrain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just then you smell out the smoke. You try and sit up in your bed, but you seem to be restrained at the wrist handles with some thin-looking chain. The more you struggle, the more you seem to tighten. Even worse, the smoke starts to grow thicker as you start to see the firm flames start to lash under your door. Fast forward a few minutes or so, and your bedroom is now full blaze. You are wildly flinging about, changing the bed. At long last, the bottom of the blanket catches fire and spreads up to you. You can feel the fire engulf your legs and crawl its way back up to your chest. The pain is unbearable, but all you can think of before the shock sets in is that smell. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, sir? Wake up. You snap awake again. So what's this argument? Really? Yeah, okay, so what if we look at the windows? We die. And looks like our adventure's over. What the shit you say, looking around? Seeing nothing, you can't face it. But it finally sounds familiar. Maybe not a thing ever heard firsthand, but it itches the back of your mind as something that has cursed your ears before. Then it hits you. Oh, that's what a shitty ghost movie sounds like. You say with a chuckle, well, your insult didn't go unnoticed. The terrifying specter pops out of the wall and up into your face. You scream as your hair turns white, your heart stops, and you collapse back onto the bed, frozen in that state, looking absolutely ridiculous. Well, okay, so it's ghosts. We're haunted by ghosts. Your luck has run out. Well, that happened. We didn't really make it. We're gonna go into choose mode. We have story mode and choose mode.
Okay, we're leaving. We'll see you later.
Alright, see you later. Have a good day. Now, should we play story mode? Or should we play choose mode? I'm gonna put story mode again, only because I want to see if we can get further. Okay, head to the door. We're going to move into the hallway. We're gonna head into the kitchen, because that's chapter 2 that we figured out so far. Okay, so the only thing we haven't tried is checking the cupboards and grabbing a banana. So we're gonna check the cupboards. And we died. I've been beaten by the tickle. Okay. I'm so scared. There is no time to waste, you say, as you start rifling through finally the cupboards and find the location. I still can't see what's supposed to do. Gathering all the necessary supplies, you start assembling a comically large Scooby-Doo-esque set. Just then, your back door gets booted in, and some asshole in a homemade superhero costume with a T on her chest jumps into the middle of the kitchen from outside. Oh, what the fuck is this? Seriously, what the fuck? Like, why, for one, is he in a homemade superhero costume? Like, how, like, is this like the one where, like, kids put underwear on their head and make a superhero costume? Or did he actually spend time in a superhero costume? I am the tickler. I feel like even more so, it's just a dude with underwear on his head and a t-shirt with a T. He says in a deep, smooth voice, oh sorry, I am the tickler. I can't do it. You turn to go for the phone just as he knocks you down and starts to tickle the shit. What the fuck? And you're damn. You're wriggling like an earthworm on a sidewalk. His fingers probe your armpits next to his side. Elizabeth stands up and says, "My work here is done." Just then, he grabs onto the fridge and slams it onto you, smashing your breath back. Okay. Men tangled us to death and then just squashed us with the damn fridge. Alright. Door. Hallway. Kitchen. The last option is the banana, the thing I didn't want to fucking grab. I still die! You haven't been shot by counter. How was I shot by... I picked up a banana! I picked up a banana! Pick up a banana from the counter, smoothly peel the bastard, and pop it into your mouth. Must be stuffed in the fridge for a sandwich, you think. You open the door and... Okay, so why did we even bother? The fridge killed us, but apparently not the fridge. You open the door and start looking around for fillings just as you hear the back door open. Whoa, okay, back door again. Who the shit, you exclaim as a few men in ski masks run in screaming at you, and then force you down into a kneeling position while brandishing assault weapons. One starts to duct tape your hands and mouth. Right before he starts to wrap it around your eyes, you hear someone outside scream, "Flashbang out." You hear something metal hit the floor just as everything goes white. Before your vision can come back, you hear a bunch of other people enter the kitchen with guns blazing. The sounds of death and piercing appliances fill the room as you feel at least a good 20-something bullets riddle your body. Okay, who shot the hostage? I wasn't supposed to die. See, I wasn't supposed to die. I wasn't supposed to die though. Like, it wasn't like, oh man, this game is crazy. And all I do is click a choice. Okay, move into the hallway. Obviously, the kitchen's not an option, so when we went out the front door, it told us we needed aspirin. So let's try for aspirin. Oh right, we have the amazing thing of, do we have to take a shit? Should we go for a shower? Should we brush our teeth? Do we have a fuzzy spot? We need aspirin. But apparently, checking for aspirin filters. So we're just gonna look for this genius. Miscellaneous error. I honestly just want this. H404, this page should not be found. Please contact the system registry. I can't believe we got a 404 error. Okay. Not the answer. Let's try this again. Move into the hallway. Head for the bathroom. Why don't we just take a quick shit? I've been gutted by the toilet. I went to take a shit and I got gutted by into okay, it's nuts. Feel your guts jiggling for a minute. Yep, time to shoot. Uh-oh, he says, grab your butt cheeks and force them together. Force them together? Spreading your, oh yeah, right into the toilet. Spreading your claw out your hand to get them off as you position yourself onto the toilet, then reach out into a hole. You should not have eaten all those frozen chicken strips last night. Or at least did we actually eat them before frozen? Get that, but did you really not even cook them, bro? No shit, your guts are like, let me release. Like, hell. Fuck. Man, this game is wild. Go peeking between your, why do keyboards that's really shit, that's just notice that this is getting somewhat out of control and decide you should flush the bulb down. Okay, so obviously toilet. This is going to take at least 2 bowls. Okay. Luckily, you got the new Turbo Toilet 5000 installed. Oh god, you idiot. Never get something like this just sounds like an idiotic name. Why would you buy a Turbo Toilet 5000? You hit the flush button, you hear the beast wind up, and as it sucks down all the waste, something in the machine glitches out and starts pulling your intestines out of your body. He keeps... Nope. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Ooh. I did not like that. So the kitchen kills us. The bathroom kills us so far. The bedroom kills us, lost believe it. Okay, to the door. What if we examine weird thread? We die. The house collapsed. You're telling me the thin ass thread is what's holding up our house. You see a very long thread hanging from the ceiling, but you don't think too much of it. What the hell is this? You say to yourself as you flick it a few times. Can't hurt to give a little tug, right, idiot? Grab onto it, wind your hand around it a few times, get a good grip, and yank. No, that was a mistake, bro. Just then you hear a very loud crack, and the floor seems to sink about 5 feet. Startled, you head for the door just as the whole floor gives out and you come crashing down into the living room. Lying there, you glance up in time to see the walls and ceiling buckle in, then come flying down at incredible speed. Sadly, this is not enough time to process what happened, but it was already obvious. Okay, so apparently a thin ass thread is what's holding up our house. Okay, we're going to move into the hallway. We're going to head for the front door. I'm going to slide down. Haha! I survived! You run over to the top of the stairs and look down to the landing. Below, it doesn't seem too far, and there doesn't seem to be anything too dangerous sitting around the bottom. You take a deep breath, hop onto the rail. Sure, it's a terrible idea. I mean, yeah, I thought it was a terrible idea first, but we survived. Look at this, bro. Sure, it's a terrible idea given the constant paranoia and the feeling of impending doom you got inside. But it is an easy way to shave down a few seconds off your pretty fun parkour. Give yourself a push and gravity takes over, you whipping down the rails towards the front landing. About halfway down, you almost teeter backwards and fall off, but you quickly lean forward to save yourself. With style and grace of some asshole at the mall, you land on both feet and stumble a bit. Now what piece of business next? Better go get your gun! Perhaps another... No, I'm not. No. Get your coat first, check the people first, barrel up the door. Let's check the people. You have been impaled by home security. Okay. You creep up the front door and look suspiciously through the peephole, just in case. Everything looks to be on the level, or as far as you can tell. You slowly take a step back, consider that you might be too quiet outside, and stop to check again. Nope, nothing. You let out a relief sigh, snatch your house keys from the little end table near the coat rack. Perhaps you spoke too soon and maybe you were feeling really paranoid last night, but at some point you must have set the home security on. Why? Because as soon as you open the front door and step onto the porch, spring the trapdoor pit. Yes, you have one. Okay, apparently we have one. The little 3x3 hole opens and you plummet into the pit of spikes. Shit, it really works, you think as you perish. Clearly worth the money had it been for someone else instead. Yeah, okay. Clearly. Why the heck did you install that in the first place? Like, you come home drunk one night and forget to turn off your home security system. Like, dude, half your party gets to die. Snap and wait again. Let's head out the door. Let's go to the front door. Slide down the rail. Get off. Nope, not what the answer. You go to the place, your hand on the front doorknob, and suddenly you remember that you had promised yourself that you'd polish your gun before heading out to the fun park. Oh. Why? Why do you need to do that before you go to the fun park? Knowing how forgetful and lazy you are, it's probably better that this is taken care of now. Can't have dirty firearms laying about what the neighbors think. I don't think the neighbors even know you have a handgun. Slide your sweet ass handgun out from beneath the couch cushion and begin to vigorously polish it, all the while forgetting to check the clip and the chamber. Clearly you've never seen anyone clean a gun. Oh, we're gonna shoot ourselves. Okay. Bang, you burned yourself to death the most instantaneous and messy already did that. Which have peep. Another approach. Frankenstein. What? You start walking over the door when you hear a loud knock. Something about it sends chills down your spine. There's a long silence before you cautiously walk up to the door and look through the people. Before you even get a glimpse of who it is, the door bursts open violently and blasts backwards into the staircase and curves bad. You look up to see a large, somewhat decaying man with both. Oh my gosh, this is Frankenstein. Seriously. He returns with a bellowing, "Fire is bad," and then charges over to you. He grips you up by the neck with one hand and punches you through the chest with the other. A perfectly clean hole, too. You gaze down at his arm sticking through your ribcage as everything fades to black. So now we got Frankenstein involved. Okay. I'm down to 10%. I died. Your bed. Yeah. Why? This is the part I don't understand. Why are we chained to our bed, like, when we die? What? What is the point? Head to the door. In the hallway. Head to the front door. Slide down the rails. We're just gonna barrel out. You have died from spiders, and like that, your adventure is over. Died from spiders. You don't even skip a beat and run directly up to the front door, smashing your keys off the hook and jamming them into your pockets in one swift motion, whipping the door open. You dash out to be stopped and repulsed by a large series of spider webs spanning the door. As you get wrapped up in them, flailing to escape, swarms of spiders start to stream. Where the fuck you begin to scream as you try to get free. Lucky for them, your screaming causes your mouth to be open a lot, and most of the spiders go outside. Well, okay, cool. I don't like it. To make matters worse, more and more of them come from the depths of the webs. You take a step back and twist to the side, suspended midair, as the spiders that aren't packing themselves into your mouth begin to bite you over and over. Apparently, these are very poisonous spiders since you seize into the darkness within seconds. Well, I guess we die by spiders, guys. Like, what is wrong with this game? What is wrong with this game? Like, I want to play another round, but like, what is actually, like, my brain hurts. My brain hurts, guys. So I think we're gonna come and visit One Way to Die another time. I'm gonna end this video off here. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I've been back, and this was probably awkward as shit. But I'm here, and well, now I'm not because I'm leaving. So bye.